Hi, so today I will be sharing my experience with rather interesting product. So it's an Intima wear by Bodyform, or it's a period underwear, which looks just like an underwear, except it has a padding inside. But it is rewearable, and as per claims, it provides up to 8-hour protection. It can be washed up to 50 times, and it's hygienic and eco-conscious. Well, I've been thinking about trying this product for quite a while now, and then of course kind of looking at how eco-conscious it is and how economically viable it is. So I've made myself an Excel sheet stating when did my period start, when I might get my menopause, how much of pads am I using usually during my 5 days period, which I have quite heavy on the second and third day. So I'm also using some tampons. I've also took in account my 2 pregnancies, some breastfeeding, so I took out those numbers out of my total projected period, let's say, longevity. And then I came to numbers in terms of money. So I've calculated that taking in account that my period started at 15 and I might go into menopause, let's say 58, at the age of 50. I took out my pregnancies and I ended up with an active period of 399 months. So it's basically 399 periods in my kind of active lifetime. I counted how many daily pads do I need, how many medium pads, heavy pads, and tampons I need during my, as I said, 5 days, and then, a first day and maybe a 6 days, a bit of a here and there, so I would use a daily pad. So I ended up with thousands, let's say. So it was 405 of daily pads, then more than 3,600 medium, 2,430 heavy, and 2,430 tampons. And in total, it brought me to £1,008.80 average of spending if I would be using a period product. So now where we talk about these panties. These panties, first of all, they cost on average $19.99, $24.99. So it depends on where did you buy them and if there was any promotion. So let's say if I am using the same number of periods and I am calculating 8-hour protection, as it states, I actually come up that total in a lifetime I need 108 panties, just because they also last multiple washes. So they say on the packaging that it's 50 washes. I've calculated 60 washes. Let's be very greedy, let's say. But still, what I did, I've actually had to draw a bit of a table to say that, you can't basically use just one panty during the period. You need to have quite a few within that week of the period, and in quite a few it actually landed up to me to have 1, 2, 3. Well, it actually ended up to being 7 panties, which I would need to handle my 5-day heavy, my 5-day period. Why? It's just because I would wear one the first day, and then the next day I would need to wear, well, the same day I would need to wear one at night. I wouldn't wear, the same. Then during the second day with my heavy period, I will need to swap through actually 2 or even 3 panties. And by that time, I would be able to wash the first one, maybe even the second one. So it's a bit of a cycle. So anyways, it's a boring game with all the numbers. But what I came to that I would need, as I said, 108 panties through my whole lifetime, or active period lifetime, taking into account that I would wash them 60 times, not 50. And the price came up to £2,157.95. So it is more than £1,000 a dearer. So there is no economical reason behind that. In terms of usability, let me tell you my pros and cons. So what I found a positive thing, that there is definitely a less waste. Well, basically there will be a waste after 60 washes. So you are not overloading your bin. They're eco-conscious, which is a nice thing if you are kind of into that green scheme, which we all should be, don't get me wrong. But again, I will touch the base about this eco and green thing on my negatives. Another positive is nothing sticks, it's much more comfortable. It kind of, you can barely feel that there's anything happening. And last but not least, they're comfortable. So they're just like panties. They're quite high, and they're not ugly. They're not like granny panties. So in my opinion, again. Yeah, I would wear them if there wouldn't be so many negatives. One of the first negatives is you have to wash it. So after 8 hours of your period, you basically need to rinse it under water, and then you have to go wash. And I think that you wouldn't be washing it with everything rest, or at least I would go maybe for all blacks, which means that I have to leave them inside and get a bit of a wash load. Then second negative thing, which is a big one. So imagine you are out, that you actually are out during your period and you need to swap. So you would need to store somewhere an extra panties, and then you would need to store somewhere the dirty panties. So you would need to carry them. You wouldn't chuck away 20, 25 quid period panties just because you're out and about in the club. So yeah, they take space. They're quite, chunky, but you can live with that. About that eco thing, I think where we talk about the pads, the kind of sanitary pads and the waste, that's bad. But we don't talk so much about textile waste, which is actually also quite a problem and quite a pollution. So it's all the towels, it's old clothing, it's furniture. So there is plenty of textile waste. And these potentially would increase the textile waste. And the last negative for me is that since they're black, the other color is burgundy. So you can't really say whether it's time to change or that you are close to overfloating. So am I gonna wear them? Yes, maybe in the beginning or in the end of my period where I can wear them for the whole day or whole night. During my heavy days, definitely no. Would I heavily recommend them? Unfortunately, no. They're twice more expensive, and I think they are more hassle. There's much more hassle to live with these, so not my type of thing. But you decide.